Welcome to Episode 8, The Reign of Augustus, the First Emperor. The rise of Augustus, originally known as Gaius Octavius or Octavian, marked a pivotal moment in Roman history. His ascension to power signified the end of the Roman Republic and the dawn of the Roman Empire, a period of unprecedented stability and expansion that would last for centuries. Augustus, the first Roman emperor, not only solidified his power, but also established an enduring legacy through his political reforms, military conquests, and cultural achievements. His reign, from 27 BCE to 14 CE, ushered in the Pax Romana, a time of relative peace and prosperity across the empire. Augustus was born Gaius Octavius on September 23, 63 BCE, into a wealthy and influential family. His great-uncle, Julius Caesar, adopted him as his heir, forever changing Octavian's destiny. After Caesar's assassination in 44 BCE, the young Octavian was thrust into the chaotic political landscape of Rome. Though only 19 years old, Octavian quickly demonstrated his intelligence and political acumen. At first, he formed an alliance with Mark Antony and Lepidus in what became known as the Second Triumvirate. Together, they sought to avenge Caesar's murder by defeating his assassins Brutus and Cassius at the Battle of Philippi in 42 BCE. However, the alliance between Octavian and Antony was short-lived. Their rivalry intensified, culminating in the Battle of Actium in 31 BCE, where Octavian decisively defeated Antony and his ally, Cleopatra, the Queen of Egypt. With Antony and Cleopatra's suicides soon after, Octavian emerged as the unchallenged ruler of Rome. In 27 BCE, Octavian was given the title Augustus by the Roman Senate, a name meaning the revered one. This marked the formal end of the Roman Republic and the beginning of the Roman Empire. Though he presented himself as a princeps, or first citizen, Augustus held supreme power over the military, the government, and the laws of Rome. His reign would transform the Roman world and lay the foundation for the empire's future. Augustus's rule was characterized by a delicate balance between maintaining the facade of republican traditions and exercising imperial authority. He was acutely aware of Rome's long-standing disdain for monarchy, so he avoided presenting himself as a king. Instead, he cleverly wielded power by holding multiple key offices simultaneously, including consul, tribune, censor, and Pontifex Maximus, chief priest. By doing so, Augustus ensured that he controlled both the civil and religious aspects of Roman life. One of Augustus's key achievements was the stabilization of Rome's political structure. Under the Republic, power had often been concentrated in the hands of wealthy aristocrats and rival factions. Augustus restructured the Senate, reducing its size from 900 to 600 members, and filling its ranks with loyalists who would support his policies. He also established a centralized bureaucracy, appointing equestrians, a class of wealthy Roman citizens, to manage provincial administration, finance, and the legal system. This move created a more efficient and stable government. Augustus also took measures to restore public trust in Rome's institutions, enacting laws to promote moral values and strengthen the social order. His Leges Juliae, Julian laws, sought to encourage marriage, discourage adultery, and elevate family life, reflecting his desire to rejuvenate Roman society. These laws were part of Augustus's broader effort to present himself as a moral and virtuous leader who could guide Rome through its turbulent times. One of Augustus's most lasting contributions to Roman history was his establishment of the Pax Romana, Roman peace, a period of relative peace and stability that lasted for over 200 years. After decades of civil war and internal strife, Augustus brought much-needed order to the empire. His military campaigns during the early years of his reign helped to secure Rome's borders and expand its territories. Under Augustus, Rome extended its influence into new regions, including Egypt, Spain, and parts of Central Europe. The annexation of Egypt, following the defeat of Cleopatra and Mark Antony, brought immense wealth to Rome, as Egypt's grain supplies helped feed the growing population of the capital. Augustus also secured the empire's borders along the Danube and Rhine rivers, ensuring that Rome remained safe from external threats. While Augustus continued to expand the empire, he was equally focused on consolidating the existing territories. He reorganized the provinces, placing them under direct imperial control and appointing loyal governors to oversee them. His reforms made the provinces more accountable to Rome and reduced the corruption that had plagued earlier Roman administrations. The efficient administration of these provinces, coupled with the construction of new roads, aqueducts, and trade routes, helped facilitate the flow of goods and information throughout the empire. The Pax Romana also allowed for the flourishing of Roman culture, arts, and architecture. Augustus was a patron of the arts and actively promoted the works of poets, writers, and historians such as Virgil, Horace, Ovid, and Livy. Virgil's epic poem, the Aeneid, which glorified the Roman past and Augustus's leadership, became a cornerstone of Roman literature. This cultural renaissance under Augustus helped to shape the identity of the Roman Empire and left an enduring legacy. As a military leader, Augustus understood that his power rested on the loyalty of the Roman legions. To ensure the stability of the empire, Augustus implemented significant military reforms. He reduced the size of the army, maintaining a professional standing force of about 28 legions, approximately 150,000 soldiers, which was supported by auxiliary troops. These soldiers were stationed in key provinces to defend the empire's borders. Augustus also created the Praetorian Guard, an elite unit of soldiers tasked with protecting the emperor and maintaining order in Rome. The Praetorian Guard would later play a significant role in Roman politics, sometimes intervening in the selection of future emperors. Despite his successes, Augustus faced challenges during his reign. One of the most significant was the disastrous defeat of the Roman legions under Publius Quinctilius Varus at the Battle of Teutoburg Forest in 9 CE. In this battle, 3 Roman legions were ambushed and destroyed by Germanic tribes led by Arminius. The loss was a severe blow to Roman prestige and halted further Roman expansion into Germania. Augustus was deeply affected by this defeat, and it is said that he would often lament, "Quintilius Varus, give me back my legions." Despite this setback, Augustus's military policies ultimately helped to secure the empire's frontiers and maintain peace throughout his reign. Augustus famously claimed to have found Rome a city of bricks and left it a city of marble. Under his rule, Rome underwent a transformation, with numerous public works projects that enhanced the city's infrastructure and beautified its public spaces. Augustus commissioned the construction of temples, basilicas, forums, and monuments that reflected Rome's imperial grandeur. Perhaps the most famous of these projects was the Ara Pacis, Altar of Peace, a monumental altar built to celebrate the Pax Romana and the prosperity it brought to Rome. Another significant project was the construction of the Mausoleum of Augustus, a grand tomb intended to house Augustus and his family. The emperor also initiated the building of new roads and aqueducts, which improved the quality of life for Roman citizens and facilitated trade and communication across the empire. These infrastructure projects helped to integrate the far-flung provinces of the empire and solidified Rome's status as the world's preeminent city. Augustus's reign transformed Rome from a fractious republic into a stable and prosperous empire. His careful balancing of tradition and innovation allowed him to maintain control while avoiding the outright appearance of monarchy. Through his reforms, military victories, and cultural achievements, Augustus laid the foundation for the Roman Empire's future greatness. When Augustus died in 14 CE, he was succeeded by his stepson Tiberius, ensuring that his dynastic legacy would continue. Augustus was deified by the Senate, becoming a symbol of Roman virtue and leadership. His reign, often regarded as a golden age, set the standard for future emperors and left an indelible mark on the history of Rome.